Alright, so Moshi Moshi, any cuties here? We're gonna play an electrocute Vindicator today. So welcome everybody to this part 1 of the speed leveling of a electrocute Vindicator. What do I have, Raja? I mean, why not? It's not Mergo, by the way. Right, how's Mergo? Mergo's Batman is not Mergo. I don't get it. Alright, so you go to the Crucible, right? And you get some pots and you get your speed leveling gear. Now, what do you want for speed leveling? You wanna have a local set, right? Without any components, or like only these polished emeralds, and then you want to have another local set, at least another local set here, instead ready with like proper components. Ideally, you should always have a second local's gaze as well with a prismatic diamond actually. I still don't have that yet. I should probably do that. I grab that later. Then you click on all these mandates, right? Have some mandates. Do we go comments or vigil here? What do you guys want to say? Grab round about 8 of these potions of clarity, right? Grab round about, I don't know, 15 scrap, 10 scrap, something like this, right? Maybe also like grab 5 crystals, right? Or 4, I think you actually need 4 only. The merit is very important, right? So like Savior's merit is super important. Level 15 gloves, level 23, I mean 32 gloves rather. Level 20 pants, Mistwalker's leggings, level 40 leg plates of weather as well, waiting there. And then I kind of want to get a shaman belt. Do I have a craft shaman belt? I actually don't have one yet. I need to craft that one in-game, like in the playthrough later. And then we want to get the Leo Wellness's ring, right? We're gonna get 2 of these with soul shards for later on. And we want to get 2 of these with corpse dust to like be able to equip these at level 10, right? Then also we want a medal with a vanish on it, and then ideally, if you have it, also the relic that has like level 18, right? The bone talisman for level 18. Right now I currently don't have it. I somehow lost it. I have no idea where it went, but we're just gonna use like a random gluttony here for some aether resistance. Which is like a level 25 relic, right? And this is basically all you need, right? I think this is all you need. I hope I didn't forget anything here. Vindicator, the pain of choosing between Stonecoil's Pact and Oro's Sender. Yeah, generally speaking, that is correct. I don't think I ripped a character with like a level 18 bonus man actually. I just put it somewhere and probably sold it or something. I don't know where it is. I have no idea. Arcana Weave is a good belt as well, that's true. It's a very good belt, especially for Vindicators, because you get +1 to both Shaman and Inquisitor, right? Alright, so what do you do here? You just click your merit and you start collecting these low nards. So that's that. Return to rovers. Yeah. But you don't activate any of these low nodes, right? Don't forget the one here in the cellar. And then there's one more over here. Is there one more at Solile over here? I always forget. There's one more there. Okay, perfect. Yeah, let's grab this one as well. And we can go to the Vanguard right over here. I missed the forum drama because of... Wait, which one? Alright, got the one, the Vanguard, and we go to Common's Refuge. I did read the thread about the guy trying to get the Retaliation Drain Essence buffed, which would be a bad idea, obviously. It already got deleted. Oh, okay. I don't think I've read that one down, yeah. Alright, you have 2 lore nodes over here, right? And then we go to Barrowhome. There are 2 more in Barrowhome. Yo, welcome Ulvan. Yeah, for a forum post or thread to get deleted, that has to be extra responsive. Like, usually they are pretty... When you say that, like, they allow quite a bit of stuff on the forums before stuff actually gets deleted. Alright, here's the second house for your second lore node from Barrowhome, right? We can go to Fort Icon as well to get a lore node over there. You have to be level 1 here, otherwise enemies will spawn and kill you here. There are actually 2, I think, here. Yeah. Praetorian Report and Black Legion Scouting Necropolis. Scouting Report. Then we go to Warden's Lab. This one you can skip. Like, this one is not as important, but it's still some XP, right? Like, why not get it? You have to be careful, like, not get aggroed by these guys, right? Like, not die by the... Like, not die to the scuttles here. And then you can go to Burwich Village, actually. This one is even sketchier to do. But if you're level 1, stuff won't spawn here. And then you can get the book in here from Anticardi's orders, right? Okay. And we can also go to Necropolis, right? So we go to Necropolis gates. And then we walk to like the west, there's like another lore route to pick up over there as well. Oh my god, never mind. If this happens, you just don't go here, right? Like, I would actually not do the one Necropolis, like, all the time. Alright, did I miss any? I don't think I missed any of these, right? Now you go to Ultimate, right? Yeah, sometimes they don't spawn and then you can actually pick it up. I did so, I think, on the last character. But this time I can't. I got the ones from Barrowhome, yes.
Still drunk.
You don't have to talk to this guy, right? He's gonna, like, his quests, whatever. Now you speak to Captain John Bourbon, right?
Now looking at the back. You
turn the camera like this to pick up this node as well. And we just walk here. Scrap Metal Greatsword, I mean, sounds great, right? Now there are some additional lore nodes you can get here. Like the one from Francis's gun, right? I would say you can actually skip them as well, because like walking in here and like getting the lore node is, I mean, yeah, as you can see, like, I don't know. It's not really worth it. Like these Act 1 lore nodes are also don't give you as much XP as like some of the lore nodes from like Act 7, 5 or 6, right? The one thing that you should do though is you should, like, there's some more here, right? Maybe you can get these. You don't have to though, like these are optional, right? Totally optional. Oh my god, he's blocking the door, okay. There's one guy we should save though, he's called Falus, right? So we go to this rift gate, right? We go back over here to the west. Now you have to be careful, like the scuttlers are actually scarier than the zombies, and like you don't want to get aggroed by the scuttlers. But if you're like, usually rather, these guys don't aggro you, right? They just... Never mind. They just aggro the zombies, I was gonna say, but if they already killed the zombies, they're still gonna aggro you, right? So you gotta be a little bit fast here. Now try to not get hit by these Aether crystals like too much, or at least try to like heal via Constitution between the hits, right? Not like this. Heal via Constitution. Pepper box gun, I don't know about that one. If you need to, you could also like use a pot here. Okay. Now we're inside, now you pop the XP potion, right? You pop the XP potion. And then you start popping some of these lore nodes, right? until you're around about level 10, then you equip Leonis' rings to get even more XP. And then you put, like, proc all the other loners that you had, right? Which gives you level 16, as you can see. And then you can choose your mastery of choosing. For example, I don't know, I'm gonna play a Shaman, right? So I have a Twinner right now. If I didn't have this Twinner right now, I probably wouldn't play Prom Strike. But I mean, we can play some Prom Strike right now until I get the offhand that I want for, like, the other ability, like for Storm Totem, right? And let's go like full physique, for example. Why not? Pick up the gloves as well and kill the boss in here. And yeah, and you go out of energy because I didn't think about energy regen here. Maybe it's fine. It's still fine. Okay. Okay. And also you do pick up the shrine here for some more, well, XP, and also a devotion shrine for free, right? The good thing, or like why you can't do this at all, like why you don't die here, is because the second you enter the cave, right, the area is gonna spawn at your level. So like at level 1 basically, or like at the lowest level it can spawn at. And then you level up after that, right? So now you head in this quest, right? You head in this quest, you got the Aether Crystals for the Kasparov quest. You got the scrap for the quests from this guy over here. And then you go inside. And now you actually also, we got the Curtis order, right, for normal difficulty. Now what you do is you drop this to the ground and pick it up again, then you get the same quest on ultimate, and now you can talk to the Rennie, right? And you don't have to kill him, right? You can let him explain himself, and then you don't even have to like kill him, you just get the XP for free. Talk to Falus as well because you saved him, right? And you can even talk to the spirit guide up here. And then you are level 33 basically, right? Yeah. Okay. I think this is all, right? This should be all of it. Now we can switch over to the other locust set. Get the resistances from that one, and also put on the other Leonis' rings for more vitality resistance, right? And probably start using this, because we do need the energy from this, right? I mean, you can just like max out Shaman, right? Like, we have all the points here in the world here, right? Just max out Stoneclaw's Pact, just like max out some Oak Skin, some Ogdogan's Pact, right? For energy regen. Seems good, right? And now we can start speed leveling in, I mean, now we go back to normal, right? We go back to normal difficulty, and we zoom around and grab all the, what are they called? Devotion shrines, right? Yo, Enzo Sanzaloni, welcome on. Yeah, I don't have a build for this yet. I mean, so far it's just like Promise Strike, right? Because you find a 2-hander, so pretty straightforward there, right? Okay, let's put the Vanish over here and let's start in Whitemire, actually. No, actually, oh, it's Crossing, right? I mean, okay, you don't have to clear these clusters, because they're like way too low level anyway, and then they won't give you any like materials, so just like run past this stuff. You're just here to get the shrine, right? Auras? You mean the one aura? Yeah. Also, you do have to kill this guy even on normal, to enable you to like go into the, what's it called? The cellar, right, for the shrine next to Vida of the Corruptor. Alright, let's go to Whitemire. That was a Quifer. Yeah, that's the name of the dungeon actually. Right. Actually, no, not Whitemire. Foggy Bank. Docking? Wait, what docking? What are you talking about? Yo, Hypno, welcome. I'm gonna give you guys a build for this once I got like the offhand I need, right? Like offhand and support. Basically, once I start leveling properly in Elite, I'm gonna give you guys a grimtools link, right? Also, once you have 3 devotion points, right, you can always go for Jackal's movement speed, like that's very good. Actually, total speed is not even only movement speed, it's attack speed, casting speed, and movement speed, so it does benefit your Promise Strike spam as well. He doesn't know. The fighter is fine. I just said I'm gonna speed level a Vindicator this week, so we're doing that in between. Docking shouldn't go to YouTube. Why not? Why not? What is docking? I know like the docks where like ships go to, right? Or, like ships are made, right, on the docks. No plan for Vindicator. It's gonna be an electrocute build, right? It's like gonna be a very cute build. That's for sure. An Ayaya build, basically. Google docking at my own risk. Alright, I will do that after the stream, I guess. I am unaware, indeed. Alright, we can even do like a ranged Promise Strike, why not? Promise Strike is a very flexible thing. I mean, Promise Strike is actually like the... basically the only... skill with which I would play Weapon Swap, honestly. Like melee for a little bit more damage and like ranged for like more safety, right? Because devotions can be literally the same for both ranged and melee Promise Strike. Google it now. Let's go incognito then. Let's grab this shrine over here as well. Docking. Okay, I see. Why is it so detailed on Urban Dictionary? Like the first 2 lines are enough to explain it, right? Like where are there like, where is there an entire page explaining the process? It's like an entire tutorial. Alright, now I know. Why not? I mean, why not? Yeah, why not? Indeed, why not? Why not? I mean, the bad thing with using a ranged weapon is that you can't use Vanish anymore, right? But my two-handed melee weapon kinda sucks right now, right? I'm not gonna play Primal Strike that much longer. It was just for like the very few early levels here. Also, why do I not use a pot here? I'm unaware, guys. I'm unaware. Honestly, up to Underground Transit, you don't even need the pot, because like everything before that was like underleveled anyway, so you like, I don't know, you kinda don't need the pot, right? So I got kinda lucky here. Realizing it at least not way too late. I mean, I still realized too late, but not way too late at least. Now for devotions I wanna go for Widow, right, first. So we wanna go for blues and... So blues means Sailor's Guide or Eel, right? And the greens means I will go for Spider, probably for green, right? Search for Dirty Sanchez. I'm gonna stop googling, guys, for today, I think. I'm gonna equip Stone Cross there next year. Yeah, probably next year. Probably next year, actually, you're right. This would have been like another Maven Sphere moment, right? If I didn't have you guys. Fuck it, I stopped trying at this point. I actually read your comment. Late, but I did. Why did I fucking Google docking instead of like what like actually doing? Oh well. Imagine instead of like reading the helpful comments, you Google docking, right? Oh well. Okay, there's one guy I wanna kill for the build. He is like over here in Beverage Outskirts. Yeah, this is why I shouldn't have stopped up like in the cave. I should like went out of the cave and like killed the one like the... There's like a lightning shaman there, right? Who has a chance to drop a Storm Totem offhand. I'm gonna try killing him now once, and then probably once again before going to elite if he doesn't drop it right now. Or just try him again on elite instead, right? Like, this guy shouldn't be like that hard to get to. This guy over here, Narbalgal, Stormseeker, and he didn't drop it. Oh well. No drop, Pepe Hands. Let's go to Uncommon Foothills, get the next, what's it called? Devotion Shrine, right? I don't think my girlfriend will have a problem with me googling docking. Spark Throw at 40. If you wanna continue playing Primal Strike, then yes. If you don't get a like Primal Strike weapon from the from killing the trees, right? You could even go into Ancient Grove dungeon and like do the go to the shop there, right, to the leather Vinotum. Could I like not have a better weapon, please? Did not get a single two-hander, like a single green two-hander so far. Okay, well. Oh well, oh well. Girlfriend approves docking confirmed. That's not what I said. But hey. Maybe don't die to trash. Java? Wait, who's Java? Who's Java? No, it doesn't actually. Storm Totem offhand doesn't have a 100%. It's a pretty good percentage to drop, but it's not 100%. I'm not gonna care about normal totems to be honest, like doing totems on elite and ultimate is definitely good, while like speed leveling at least, but on normal, I don't know. I have no damage with this Primal Strike right now. Well, and I'm frozen. I need a good weapon, like what is this? I should probably go to like Act 7, right? And try to get like the try to get lucky and get the habit, right? At least for now. Let's go to Broken Dust though before that. Did he get banned? What? Wait, I have... what am I doing? I have like a Falcon's Claw mustache, right? I'm pretty sure I have a Falcon's Claw mustache. Like, what am I doing? For those of you who don't know, Falcon's Claw is probably the best like Primal Strike weapon between level like 19 and 30 or something like that. Yes, just get any amulet. Don't sell your salt bag though, like don't sell the salt bag. Put that in your personal stash, you need this for a secret quest, right? Don't sell it. Yeah, there we go. Wow, just wow.
What do you want?
Sure. Let's get a free Blow of Chthon, right?
What's up?
Didn't know you can like double dip on like one book, and we got the quest in normal and ultimate, right? That's pretty good. Yeah, the damage is already like way better. Right? You got banned from a furry Twitch channel. How do you even manage to do that? A finesse. I see, I see. Okay, we got some devotion points. I should probably assign them. Get the Spooder. Get Spooder, complete Sailor's Guide, and then what am I doing here? And then we're gonna go for the Widow, right? Zap, zap. And yeah, that's also like why you should have a Falcon's Claw saved in your stash. Like any shaman that you want to level, you can always like use a Falcon's Claw early on, right? It's like very, very good for any kind of shaman actually. probably should get yourself also some dynamite, right? Like, don't go here without dynamite. But, oh well. But who's Java again? Like, what's his full name? There's no guy called just Java, like Java, right? When I think about Zarya Amulet, should be good for like pet shamans, right? Oh, you mean while leveling right now? I mean, yeah, it's +1 all skills to shaman, right? I mean, +1 all skills is +1 all skills, right? Yeah, I should probably like kill Zarya actually. You're right. Is that his profile pic? Actually, it doesn't ring any bell for me right now. Yeah, you don't have to pick up the quests, by the way, you could just like go and do the quest if you know what to do. And then like hand them in later. Like the Alzheimer's, yeah. I mean, people are banned, so they never existed, right? Cut. Actually, I don't know. It was kind of neutral. He's done with all the elitism. Wait, was he a Praetorian? You don't want to get surrounded like this, right? This is why you can weapon swap, right? On Promise Strike. Did I get a Poison Gland? I didn't get a Poison Gland yet, right? Do I even care about the Poison Gland? I mean, there's a Waste Stalker here. Yeah. I guess I should care about it when it's like that easy to get. It was not a no Praetorian. Okay. What did I do there? Wait, who are you asking? Are you asking me? Like, what did I do where? And when? That's one location over here next to this one. And then there's one down here somewhere. Should be here, right? And then one over here. Dude, this is like always the hardest one for me to find. This cave, like I can never find it. Oh, there it is. I meant for Kiriti. The only place you got banned was a fantasy football. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, yeah, also how they say like fantasy teams as a way of like basically betting, like fantasy league, right? Betting for League of Legends, while like the fantasy sites, like fantasy league, or like League of Legends awards and stuff like that, or like for the seasons and or like for Counter-Strike as well. You were banned from Wilson Discord? Did you actually go to that place? Why would you even go there? was gonna say I need Ghoul, but I'm not gonna use Primal Strike for much longer, right? I probably need Bat though, right? When I don't continue playing Primal Strike. I probably need Bat or Giant, right, for healing. Maybe even both. And I will need to go for Ultos Devotion, right, because I'm a caster. Like, I wanna play as a caster later. So we need to go, like, I will have to go for Sustain via Bat or Giant. I mean, if you have the Bat from Port Vabry that like converts Vitality to Lightning, then Bat is just fine. But if you don't have that one yet, you probably need Giant on top. Then you need Ultos, right? And Ultos is very good together with Korvac, so I probably will go for Ultos and Korvac, right? Also, Vindicator doesn't have like a source of DA or OA reduction. Like flat OA or DA reduction, I think. I mean, it has, except for on Rune of Hagrid, right? But you don't want to play Rune of Hagrid on a Vindicator. So... Curious to try Wilson. I mean, it's like Diablo 3, but worse. Basically, that's what it comes down to. Like, it's as shallow as Diablo 3. Except for maybe like the skill tree, that's kind of fun to like play around. But then you realize like not all the nodes actually work and stuff like that. Or like, that's at least how it used to be. Maybe they are fixed now. I don't know. And the game is like kind of buggy. When I think about Titan Quest 2 teas, the Titan Quest 2 teas that's not about Titan Quest 2. I mean, there's no Titan Quest 2. Just like I mean, the company that teased that is literally called Handy Games, right? And Handy means mobile in German, so go figure it. So I'm not really that excited about it. They have, I mean, yeah, but why would I be excited about a mobile game, right? I mean, it might not be a mobile game, but as far as I know, it's probably gonna be not Titan Quest 2 at least. Do I not have a phone? I know, right? How can I not be excited about that, right? Kinda crazy. Like everybody, literally everybody is excited about mobile games, right? I'm the only one not excited about that, I don't know why. Am I not gonna play? Of course not. Like, are you kidding me? Why would I play that? Like the only game I play on my mobile phone is like, I don't know, grimtools, I guess. But even then, devotions are scuffed, right? Alright, we gotta kill Zarya the Carver. Because she has a amulet, right? It does give you +1 all skills to Shaman. It's mostly like a pet amulet, but it's still like +1 to all the skills. And that can be useful even for Primal Strike, right? She's kind of sketchy there sometimes, actually. Did I get it? I didn't get it. Well, okay. Guess we're not gonna play it then. Feels bad, man. You were very obsessed with that Star Wars mobile game. I don't know. I mean, the only mobile game I ever actually played was like Hearthstone. But only because I mostly played Hearthstone on my computer before that anyway, and then I did play it a little bit on mobile, but even that game I would prefer to play on the PC, to be honest. Let's go to Temple of Azir here. Feels Batman, yeah. Feels Batman indeed. Feels Widowman in a sec. Alright, oh yeah, Chaos Flores was garbage, that's why I took so much damage from Zarya, right? 28 Chaos Stress, Monka, Omega. What do I do here? Probably more Torrent or something, I don't know. Maybe I should like get the Storm Totem, but I wanna play with us anyway later on, so might as well get it. Right, might as well get it already. Also I need a Wind Devil as well, right? I need Wind Devil and Totem. Might as well max out those two right now. Then I won't have to waste as many iron dots like retrieving the pawns. Speaking about Wind Devil, I think I wanna actually kill Brother Zigarius, right? And maybe like farm him until I get the Wind Devil one-hander, right? We'll see, we'll see. And yeah, I should also get Rowan's Crown, right? For sure, for sure. Wind Devil with Crown. I would prefer to put Totem on Rowan's Crown actually, and later on put Wind Devils to Korok actually. Like, having Wind Devils run around the enemy and spawn eyes that petrify the enemies is like, I don't know, that's like one of the best Korok devotion interactions I've seen so far. To play the mobile game that requires 3+ hours daily. Wow, yeah. Yikes. Way to make people waste their lives, right? I mean, I say playing this game, right? But oh. By the way, if you guys don't know, this is where you get the Advances ring, right? This is where you get it. The ring I'm using twice right now. Just get it, right? You wanted to try Box Devil's Storm Totem build? Yeah, that's basically what I want to try as well. But I want to play Rocket Jocks probably again. So like electrocute, Primal Strike on top, basically. And Rocket Jocks is basically like a caster two-hander, right? Which is a little bit worse than your standard like Lightning, Stormbox, Vindicator. However, if you can make up for the lost damage on like Stormbox and actually not on Stormbox, but like on Storm Totems rather, with like the Promise Strike, then it should be okay, right? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. PhD worthy? I mean, yeah, you invest as much time as you would for like getting a PhD, but in the end you don't get a PhD, so I don't know. Yeah, Lights Defender for example, also Ludwigans. Ludwigans and Lights Defender are both really good for Stormbox and like for electrocute Vindicator in general. I personally would prefer Ludwigan on a druid though, and probably play Lights Defender on Vindicator instead. But you can also do Ludwigan on like Vindicator, right? That's very high DPS as well. And you can't play box with druid, that's true, but you can still play Ludwigan stat because Ludwigan stat also like supports electrocute penalties, right? I made a build like this actually. It's pretty good. I would say Ludwigan Druid is probably even better and safer all around than I can Uzu and Sork. So many items, so much trash, right? I don't need any of this, probably. Oh well. Yeah, Brian, Workman. Vindicator, yeah, we're winning. Right. Okay, let's go to the next one, which is in the Oasis. And then actually got the... I can't make it to Behemoth yet. Probably just got the... Bat then. Right, yeah, like get Bat and then Behemoth. Right. I could have completed Jackal and like started working on Behemoth earlier, like right now. I think Bat can still be okay. At least while leveling, if you don't have... like, even if you don't have conversion for it. Endgame, though, you do need the conversion, otherwise it's not gonna heal you for like anything, right? I don't know, maybe even like while leveling it might be suboptimal, but I kinda wanted to like level with me already, right? Because later on I will probably use a Vitality to Lightning conversion belt for this guy. Unless I wanna use the like blue Arcana Weave belt, right? For like +1 to all skills in both Shaman and Shaman, right? Totem build? Yeah. So far I'm just using like Promise Strike early on because I didn't get a good totem item yet. But I will switch over to like be a full totem caster. Hopefully by the time I start moving over to Elite, which is not gonna be too much longer. And if you wanna continue leveling with Promise Strike, you should get Kraken, right? Like that's a must-have done. 100% must-have. Let's go to... what is it again? Corbin City, I think? Yeah, Corbin City. Hey Toki, welcome on. Why are you dance gaming? You don't like Vindicators? Cause Totem? You don't like totems? Why not? Please don't kill me, Arcane, thank you. Alright, let's move over to the next one, right? When it's done, Feeble Guy, it's... I don't know. I kinda wanna try Rocket Jacks again. My last attempt ended at Locksmere, right? As you might remember. Have I taken a Starter Treasure Room one yet? No, I haven't. I don't even know if that's like... that's fast, to be honest. I don't think it's that fast. Like it's 4 shards, right? Like you can get like 4 shrines at the same time. Just like cruising around here so far. I don't know, maybe it's fast. I don't have like damage or resistances right now though. I think it's good when you like play solo Sapphire, yes, but like when you speed level, I don't know about that. I probably would skip it. I'm just speed leveling. Hello, Thundercloud, welcome on, welcome on. What the fuck? Please just click on it. If we get like the lightning halberd here, it would be insane. This halberd, but like a lightning version. It's like insane for Primal Strike. But yeah, we didn't get it so far. Alright, 27 devotion points. I think I actually, on this build, I'm gonna go not to Eldritch Gate, but like the one before that actually. I misclicked here. To this one, right? And kill Sigarius, because Sigarius has a weapon for Wind Devil, and also there's a shrine down here. So we're not wasting too much time going for this one here. Just have to like find the shrine and Sigarius, right? And then we're out of here again. Usually I would skip this, but since the boss in here has a good weapon for this build, I do wanna go for this one. If we can find them, right? But usually you should like be around, like along the way that you have to take anyway. Like you can't miss them usually. Either in first or second level here. Sigarius. Sigarius. Yeah. Sigarius has a pretty sick blade, right? Actually has two different daggers. But yeah, hopefully we're gonna get the right one. Wait, where is he though? Maybe I wanna do this totem actually, because it might drop like spawn watchers, right, which could drop the halberd, like this time warp one here. Or could. What are they doing? Like, what the fuck? Stop being so noisy, won't you? Oh, there he is. Actually has, yeah, he has like the weapons I need. Yeah, you can spawn with the Tainted Blade or with the like Lightning Blade, the Sacred Blade, as you can see. And like the blue one is the Sacred Blade, so that's like the one we need here. We're looking for. Yep, 2 Sacred Blades. Just get them right. Just get them. 42, 42, okay. Not too bad. And we have the shrine here. Yeah, that's also like definitely worth it for me right now. I just need to get the offhand, and then we're good here. Right? Also, I need like some more shrines here, like the ones from Necropolis, for example. Just get lucky. Yeah, just get lucky, right? Just get them. So why is this blade so good? Because it does have an additional 8 elemental resistance shred to Wind Devil, which is pretty huge, not gonna lie, it's pretty good. I mean, you could even like dual wield this, right, if you like don't get the offhand. I might actually do that. If I don't get the offhand for totems. Back sepulture worth it? I usually do actually do the back sepulture because you kind of have to like walk half of the way towards the back sepulture for the other shrine anyway, right? So you might as well just continue walking here. But the walk inside the dungeon is kinda longish. But usually I still do it. And I mean, it's a kind of it's an easy shrine, right? You just have to go there, don't even have to kill the boss, just like click on it, give it like a rolling blood or whatever, like some cheap component, and then you have it, right? From top to down. You mean like I did, from top to down? I just turned around the camera, in case you didn't notice. Just do it with the offhand. Please, let me through. Thank you. You don't even have to kill this guy, just like click on this, give it the rolling blood, and that's it. And then like die to this guy, right? Okay, nice. Alright, same thing here, right? You go top to down, but I turn the camera. Camera abusers. Like, why would you not turn the camera? Like, it's a feature in the game, like, come on. Why would you not do this? Like, it's so good, it's so convenient. It feels so good to, like, actually see your enemies. Like, if you're not turning the camera in this game, you might as well just play PoE instead, right? Alright, let's get the one last one from the Bearholm guy. Alright, rather, yeah, go top to down again, right? Go to the Tomb of Ugdal. You can also kill Ugdal for like a free when you go Spirit, so why not do it, right? Why not? Why not? Might as well play Wilson. Didn't either Wilson or Last Epoch actually have camera rotation as a feature, like in beta or like in early alpha stages or something like that of the game? I think either Wilson or Last Epoch actually had like the ability to turn the camera at one point. Yeah, it might have been Wilson actually. But then they upgraded the game, right? And removed that feature as well. Alright, we are level 40. I didn't get the offhand yet, so we're gonna reset. Alright, I have 32 devotions, that's more than enough. Okay, let's go to normal again. I like reset just to normal real quick. And try to get the offhand right from the guy in Act 1. You're gonna miss that guy. I mean, yeah. It's kind of funny, like he always has the same text copy-pasted in his builds, right? It's not even elite, like that guy, I wouldn't even say he's an elitist, right? Like, he's not even that good. He's stealing his own builds. Dude, like, he has, I don't know, like, he's just spamming the forums with, like, he has, like, 50 builds on the forums at least. Like, one guy, it's crazy. But, like, it's like 10 of them are, like, 10 different iterations of the same build with, like, the same item, just, like, a different subclass, or, like, I don't know, it's kind of funny, actually. I mean, some of his builds are good, but, like... Okay, there we go. Just get it, right? Just get it. Just got the offhand. Alright, let's go to Elite. And I gave you guys a grimtools for what I used so far, right, at least. And then once I'm at 42 and I can equip the one-hander, we're gonna switch over to like do the entire, like the full switch towards totems and windows, right? Moshi Moshi. Yeah, he has like 5 builds with a Screaming Veil weapon, he has like 5 builds with AAR, like 10 builds with Mage Slayer set, something like that, right? It's, I don't know. I mean, yeah, if he's having fun, why not, right? Why not, why not? Yeah, he also has like 15 Primal Strike belts, that's true. Yeah, that's that guy. Yeah. And 60 template spells. Is it pasta from? It's from, what's it called on the forums? Dochi, right? It's called Dochi on the forums.
Still drunk. He's
Come see what's left of my wares.
Alright, we're at 40, which means we should switch over to lag plates of valor as well, right? Can actually go there real quick and get the leg plates of valor to like fix my... I need to fix my poison rest, dude. Monka Omega. Oh yeah, I forgot one belt actually. I forgot the... what's it called again? Oh my god, I forgot to craft the shaman belt as well. Just realized. There we go, this one fixes poison rest basically, right? This has like insane poison rest. I could also like fix poison rust like this a little bit more, right? What about elemental? Yeah, I think this chest is better for now, right? Okay. What about amulet? Herald's ward. It's better than what I have, right? Even has total speed, that's pretty good. Yeah, Herald's is like a very good amulet actually. I should have like used this at level 35 plus already. Okay, let's go and kill the guy from Lower Crossing, right? Still using the Falcon's Claw. For now. For now. Nine AR builds. Crazy. I don't even know, like, does he actually like level those builds or are they also G-stashed? Like, if he actually levels those, he's like playing from Dawn 24/7, like literally 24/7. GD stashed, yeah. Yeah. I mean, even with GD stash, he's like playing from Dawn almost all the time. I should have also like probably switched over to the level 35 Bone Tasman maybe. I don't know. I should be fine. I should manage, right? Alright, let's go out here and kill the one poison zombie as well. We need to kill for the side quest. Here in Elite and Ultimate you don't want to skip quests, right? You want to get all the quests because quests are a pretty good source of XP, even the side quests. You've played 8 array builds. It's kind of sick as well. Let's go to Foggy Bank here. After you kill this guy, you can like skip virus. I mean, the White Mire Rift actually. And you can go over here to, well, get the shrine, right? And then we're gonna port Foggy Bank Rift again and kill the other 2 zombies as well as Smitten Heart, right? Yeah, I wanna switch over to range at some point, like this. Give me level 42 game. Because I don't have Ghoul, right? If I had Ghoul and Kraken right now, this would not be a problem, but I don't have Ghoul and Kraken, so it's a little bit sketchy. I don't have the damage. And I don't have the lifesteal either. Like, not enough. There's a set for Vindicator. There's not a new set for Vindicator now. Actually, not speed leveling, that's one for next patch. Just speed leveling it because I don't really have a Vindicator. And I'm still missing like a endgame Vindicator guide. Like proper one that's not like dead to Locksmith or something like that, right? And I do wanna try Rackajax again, kind of, because like it got buffed, right? I mean, Rackajax got buffed a little bit, I think, and also the Honk, right? The Horn of Gander got buffed, so maybe playing a Vindicator without Orb of Censure is actually like viable now. I kind of want to try that as well. Alright, Midheart has 3 houses he can spawn on, right? Number 1, number 2, and number 3 over here. There he is. Do I hand on the quest now? Take level 42, maybe I do that real quick. But I need a smith, right? I need this. Yeah, I need the smith. Like, I just need the smith first. Honk of Gander. I'm not gonna focus too much on Honk of Gander though, just like use it as a debuff. I still think that like trying to make damage Horn of Gander work is still, I mean, okay, what do we go for with these pawns, right? We go for Behemoth as well, like why am I not picking this up? And I want to work towards Ultos, right? So I need like 1 more blue apparently. Lizard or eel? What's my movement speed right now? It's not maxed out yet, so I guess we go for eel. And then take Watcher instead of eel probably. Lightning Totem leveling, by the way. I mean, yeah. Once we're level 42, we're gonna do that. When in doubt, eat it out. Yeah, eat is pretty good idea. Avoid Spirit Saboteur for next patch as well, for the new set. I mean, maybe. I do have a Pyromancer for like 5 degrees of life for the new set as well. But you could also play Saboteur, right? Like Chaos Saboteur. With that set. Which would be very interesting as well, yeah. Corvin Worm. I've seen many people already try that. It's not too bad. But I don't know. I don't see myself playing that right now.
Oh, hello.
Does it actually look good, or does it look like the P version of Promise Strike? Just like how physical Aether Ray looks like the P version of Aether Ray, right?
Move along.
Alright, start with this guy. I mean, I could just like go back now, right? It's probably like safe play. Just go back now, and does look bad, but come on. I don't think it's even that bad. I think people have made it work, at least.
Come see what's left
I don't know
of
about
my
good, but
wares.
it's not that bad, right? We need more spirit here, actually. Interesting. I mean, it should be easy to get the spirit, right?
See you around.
Like, just choose your second class, right? Okay, now which one do we equip here? Probably the Seers of Thunder, right? Yeah, equip these two. We can't use Promise Strike anymore, obviously.
Greetings, child. My knowledge of spirits has allowed me to devise a trap with which we were able to contain. I'm a troubled mind.
Congratulations. Let's remove Promise Strike, right? I'm not playing a Twinder anymore, so let's remove that one as well. And I probably won't need the energy regeneration either anymore. Yeah, let's just max out Maelstrom, right? Maelstrom is pretty OP. Max out Rage Tempest as well, and do we max out the base of Wind Devil? Not sure about that actually, it's not that great, right? Put that to 10, sure, why not? And now we just put points to the Vindicator, I guess. Like, put points to the Inquisitor rather. And I haven't done this quest yet actually. No, I haven't done this quest. Assign this to box, right? And let's also get rid of Jacob probably, right? What do we use for blue, like for reds here? Like we need one more red, right? For Ultos. I could go for Viper, right? Actually, I could go for Viper, yeah. Actually, Viper instead of Eel, right?
I sense
Yeah, like you go
turmoil
Viper instead of
within
Eel. Also pull this node, pull that node, pull this node as well.
you. Stay strong.
And we go Viper into Ultos, right? Actually put this to Wind Devil, for example, right? Seems good. Or like this to Totem rather, and this one to Wind Devil, maybe. Okay, so let's put my Falcon's Claw back to stash, right? This was pretty helpful for early game leveling. I mean, to stash, not to my actual stuff here. And then we use at least one immune server, probably two, to be honest with you guys. Right? I mean, you could use like, what is it called? The lightning aura, what's it called again? Like lightning ammo. Something like that, right? Hellbane's ammo, right? You could also use this one. Sure, let's try one of these. Haven't tried them at all so far, actually. How's been ammo? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, DMT, welcome, welcome. Is this a hybrid? What are you guys talking about? It does look better than physical Siphon Souls or physical Ari at least. Mary has a beginner saboteur with the void spars actually. I mean, you can target farm void spars actually from the totem, that's true. Yeah, as long as the ability has % weapon damage, it will still heal yourself and not the Wind Devil. But it does still kind of suck unless you have Vitality or Pierce to Lightning conversion, that is true. But I will get Vitality to Lightning conversion later on the belt, right? And I do wanna level that up right now already for endgame. Also, like, how else do I heal myself? I don't really have any healing right now, except for Giant. And once I pick up Word of Renewal from Inquisitor, I will also have like healing, like heal on a button, right, at least. But yeah, until then, we will rely on a slightly suboptimal. Actually, you know what? I should get, especially since I lost movement speed, right? I should drop these down to 2 again and push this instead, right? Because Word of Renewal gives me like 2%, 8% movement speed again, right? So we're at exactly max now. That should be good. Also 1 pointer into that, and then just push the bar, I guess. Alright, let me give you another grimtools link for the actual totem build now. Okay.
Come see what's left of my wares. Iron will spare.
One last thing actually that I should have probably changed around as well as my metal, right? So I kind of want to use a Driggs Vector here instead, I guess. Yeah, that should be good, right? This is actually not a bad outfit either, right? This is actually really good as well.
Come see what's left of my wares. Put it to good use.
What do you think, guys? Which offense is better?
I've got left.
Storm Totem or this one? This one requires 400 spirit though. They're both pretty good, right? How do I have 0 quests? Nani?
Welcome. We go to we have
Recap, have you searched? Did you get this?
How do I not have scrap? The fuck? Well, did I? I have one. Oh my god, I'm missing one scrap. Okay. Let's just continue here then. How am I missing a scrap? Like, what the fuck? Yo, RPG Dave. Welcome back, welcome back. Thanks so much for your support, man. How are you doing? Half a year already, nice, nice. That's pretty crazy support, man. Thank you so much. Did I put ultos to something? Yeah, I did. Okay. Should probably put this here, totem here, and whatever here. What the fuck are those emotes? Oh, fuck. A reindeer score, dude, that fits perfectly. What the hell? Are you gonna go sleep? Oh, Nidya. Oh, yo, good night, man. Thanks for being here today, and sleep well, sleep well. Corvin Ham on Shamans, which gives RR to Devouring Swarm. But that's a hammer, right? Like, I can't use that. Wait, what are you talking about? You're talking about like another build, I guess. Also, by the way, you can use Pet Attack to like guide your totems and Wind Devils if you want to. There are build for red PS. Didn't Mike make one? Or did he only level with that? And it should be viable, right? I think so. Should have like it should have like enough support ever since the metal, right? Like you don't even need the what's it called, like Rotgun set anymore if you don't want to use it. Well, you can, but you don't have to. Just use the metal instead, right?
Well, I'll be.
Yeah, Vitality Primal Strike is the pink strike. Like it looks like pink Primal Strike, yes. Zap, zap, zap. And so far damage is pretty good. The only bad thing about, or like, the only thing that you might dislike about totems, right, is that it needs, like the damage needs to ramp up a bit. So like when you're running around, you don't have as much damage as like with an instant damage dealing character, right? I mean, that's kind of the same thing for all the dot builds, to be honest. And this one is no exception. You wanna do that, except a non-scuffed version? What do you mean, was Mike's version scuffed? What do you mean Mike plays scuffed builds? What do you mean? I thought he's moved on to botched builds instead, right? Wait, maybe I'd actually wanna do it like this. So I don't wanna actually use Stormbox that much. Like only on bosses actually. It's only 2 1-pointers and it has the Arcane Bomb devotion to it. Like Arcane Bomb proc from Video devotion attached to it. And I kinda want that to proc like under bosses and not like under trash stuff that much. Like I don't need it against trash. Right? He doesn't have a botched emote. That's pretty scuffed. Did he actually stream yesterday, by the way? Or did he not? Like, didn't he wanna stream yesterday? Dude, my cable is so scuffed sometimes. And to like put it under my keyboard. Otherwise it's gonna hurt my wrist. But if I put it like under my keyboard, then it's also kinda elevating my keyboard a bit, which is okay like once you get used to it, but so let's scuff it first. Yeah, for example, for crystal farming, totems are pretty scuffed, right? Like, they are pretty slow. Like, getting crystals. Promise Strike was like way faster here. I mean, totems are gonna shine against bosses though, like, where you can like actually put down all the totems. The DPS is gonna be insane and you don't even have to like face sync anything, right? You can just like walk around in a circle and watch the enemy die to like your totems, right? PRM would be better than both. On a Vindicator? Nani? Yes, 5. Always the same leveling skills? What do you mean? I'm not trying Promise Strike, come on. This is something else, right? Now we can go to the satellite. Box Totem Devils. What I mean, it's like the first time I'm playing this while leveling. At least for me, it's like the first time.
Did you get this? Perfect. Well, since I did.
Oh, you have leveled 4 bows like this? Oh, okay. I see, I see. Oh, also I forgot about the belt, right? I could have like crafted a shaman belt probably. I actually forgot about that. Like +1 all skills to shaman belt and relic, right? I need to do that actually. And once you level 60 you need to craft the Stonecaller's Pact, right? Please. Let me through, please. Has a death mother Fire Reaper. I know what you're referring to. But like, why should that even be a thing? I don't know. It's like saying we need a Bleed Saboteur, right? Or a, I don't know, Poison Damage Vindicator, right? Is the Spirit any good? On Arcanist, yes. If you're like playing a magic Arcanist, then of course it's good. I wouldn't put as many points while leveling. I mean, it's good when you have already like high enough OA and DL values, right? So that you don't need DA or OA from attributes, right? Then, especially on Arcanist, you can put points into Spirit because Arcanist has like insane Spirit scaling. But only that. And same thing for I mean, it's a little bit more situational than, say, cunning on outblades, obviously, because cunning
Well,
is, generally speaking, like a little bit better because of the OA that it also gives you.
go left.
But yeah.
Iron well spent.
Good. One of you. That's good. There have been Gordon.
And also, yes, you can actually go like full cunning on some Blade Masters. Like generally speaking, you shouldn't necessarily do that. But like once you have like best in slot gear, you can do that. Yes, in some builds. I have, for example, like a full cunning Pierce Phantasmal Blades Blade Master. He is totally fine like going full cunning.
What's I?
Still has like, I don't know, 18k HP or something like that. So it's kind of like good enough DA, right? So it should be okay. Yo, no Manuel, welcome on, welcome on. How you doing? Alright, time to go on Krieg, right? Time to Krieg it up. Or put Krieg down, rather. Krieg down? Not yet, but soon. Did you rip all your Vindicators? That's why you had to level so many. Kill Krigor? Now, why would you kill a Krigor? What about him, by the way? Like, I haven't seen him in ages. Like, what happened to Krigor? Acid Promise Strike Vindicator, yeah, like that's stuff that, I don't know, like it's so meme, like why would it even exist, right? I mean, I wouldn't mind it existing, but does it have to exist? It would be fun, I guess. How would you play that? Like a secondary Occultist, like Conjurer again? Like do we need another Conjurer build? Or would you play Archon instead, like Acid Archon maybe? Archon might be better actually.
I've been expecting.
What's up, Krieg? Yeah, let me please not die, thank you.
When I'm done with you, I will crush your friends and destroy them. Now, I will demonstrate
My true power. There's like a build where you wanna put like totems and wind devils and autocast, right? Does autocast exist in Grim Dawn? Like, can you do that? Maybe you can, right? Should we try it out? I've actually never tried autocast in Grim Dawn, but maybe you can do it. Like, you put your skills, right? Where is it? Quick bar slot. I need my W and E here, right? So like these two. Let's put these to, say, numpad 2, right? Camera default view though, who needs that? Camera max mode, no, who needs that, right? Okay. And now we do... Does this work? No, it doesn't, right? Wait. It does for Wind Devil. Oh, it's only working for one ability, eh? Right, no. I'll need to stand still. Why does it not work for Wind Devil though? It's only either or, right? Doesn't work for two. He's bad, man. I know it stopped. Like, what?
fit. The Warden's defeat is a... So you must hide before...
What? I need to have it on the bar, was like, okay.
See anything you like?
Kinda sad you can't do it for more than one ability. It's annoying. Like, why not? Fuck autocast? Yeah, you can do this in like any RPG usually, but...
I cannot...
Maybe I should put those to like F or something, right? I put the F guy to no, to this one, right? And then put the totem to F, right? I mean the window to F. And then have it autocast. Okay. So then we have like one less skill to like worry about to like keep up. I think I prefer to have wind devils on outcast compared to totems, because totems you can still place into like a specific spot, right? Whereas totems, I mean wind devils just like move with you anyway. Okay, next, what do we go for? We go for Karl, right? We need 18 blue for that one. So we go with Watcher, I guess. That's 3, like 3 and I don't know, Eel, for example. How do you autocast? You can use the old numlock trick, right? You can assign the skill that you want to autocast to one of the numlock buttons. For example, I did it with... Why does it not show? What the fuck? Huh? Right. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's like on your numpad, right? The number on your numpad, for example, like the 2 on the numpad here. And then you just like press, like in the game you press like numlock, then you press the number and then you press numlock again. But you have to like hold down the number and numlock at the same time before releasing the number again, and then that will like outcast.
Well met.
And for example, as Epoch you can do that with like any amount of skills, but in Grim Dawn apparently it only works with like one skill. Oh well. Monka laptop, yeah. Feels bad if you're playing on a laptop without a numpad, right? And also, it only works when the character is actually standing still, as you can see, right? Like, when I walk around, like if my window goes on cooldown and I walk around, I'm not gonna cast it, right? If I stand still, though, he's gonna cast it, right? Also, welcome to Toxic, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Also, Levin Bound. Welcome in, man. Thank you so much for the resub. Thank you so much for your support and welcome in, welcome in. Alright, we gotta cut these guys a little bit, right? Also, where the F are my wind devils? Why did it stop casting? I mean, sometimes it might stop cast for some reason, I don't know. I haven't figured this out, and I know it's like working perfectly in Last Epoch, but in Grim Dawn, so far it seems a little scuffed, I don't know why. I don't have to like actually walk out here, right? Just port here, that's enough. abuse of game mechanics. I mean, people use this in like any RPG, right? Okay, it stopped casting again. I don't know, it's like stopping every now and then. It seems very inconsistent in Grim Dawn compared to last epoch at least. Oh well. It's not even that OP then. I know it works in Diablo 3, I know it works in Diablo 2, I know it works in last epoch. I'm very much certain it also works in PoE, so... Yeah, I feel like every time you go into a new zone you have to like recast it though. Like repress the button, that's kind of... Oh well. That's still better than nothing, right? But... Like in last epoch it would like continue recasting all the time. Like no matter where you port. Also it's upgrade time, right? By the way, this guy Nicholas Balthazar, right? You don't wanna face tank him unless you have like a tanky build. Or like you know what you're doing, right? It can be a pretty sketch. We wanna get to Vigor, or like rather Sea Resolve, ASAP here. Yeah, like whenever you go to a new zone it doesn't seem to work anymore, I don't know why. Imagine dying to Balthazar? Yeah, imagine that, right? Imagine. Or of Singer? Not sure if I even want to go for it. I mean, generally speaking, on Vindicators it is better than Stormcrawler's Pact, right? I kind of want to try not using it this time around. Might be a mistake, yet again, but I kind of want to try it. Imagine fighting Loki with over 65 items. 68, please. Come on. Non-mythical Justice Head is level 68, actually. Alright, I mean, bees are pretty good XP, right? So we could go in here. Why not? Kill some bees, right? Actually, the autocast in Grim Dawn doesn't even feel that good. Like, it makes movement also feel kind of clunky. I don't think I'm gonna use it anymore. I don't know. Like for example, whenever I walk and port, right? If I don't have it active, I can just like hold down the mouse button to like keep on moving. But if I use autocast, right? You don't want to die to this guy, by the way. Don't want to die to this beam. If you have autocast on it, and then you like move and port, you're gonna stop after porting. Like you can't, you have to like re-click on your mouse to move again. And that's actually a big downside. Like that feels clunky. Yeah, autocast feels like very clunky in Grim Dawn actually. I don't know. I mean, if you don't mind re-clicking there, then you can still use it, but I think I actually mind re-clicking because I can see myself getting killed because of that. Should farm the wasp for better box. I should farm the other box. I mean the other wasp actually for a better amulet, right? Not this one. Oh. Well, you could prepare this better, right? Have it already crafted and then like use it. The eventual wraith. But oh well. You have a nice tech for your left click. You have a pay to win left click. Nice. Yeah, autocast is kinda, yeah, it's actually scuffed.
see what's
Like, it
left
does
of
work in
my
this game,
wares.
but not as well as, say, in, what's it called, like, in Titan Quest. I mean, in, why did I say Titan Quest there? Not as well as in Last Epoch.
Well, you worked here. We have to hit them hard and fast.
Alright, level 50 I wanna probably switch around some stuff here. I do have the Storm Shepherd belt and also like another belt probably somewhere here. First of all, I wanna get the Everest of Endurance, right? This one is insane. Like, just get it, like, just use it, right? For like all resistances that you ever imagined of, right? Right, but I only have some with like Aetherist, it's kind of bad. Oh well. I might wanna switch this over to the... +1 Exeter. I mean, not the, right. So, Shaman, right? We need a Shaman belt, first of all. Like a Bismiel... Lethal? No, not these actually. But a solar belt, right? We need a solar belt. Or a solar girdle. A solar belt it is. Okay. Then we put a anti-venom salve on that one, right? Anti-venom salve over here. And then we need a shaman relic. For example, Ancestor. Which needs a haunt. Wait, what? Holy smokes, that's expensive.
No,
That's like super expensive, are you kidding me?
I'll keep your stash safe.
Do I have like an Eye of the Storm? Actually don't have one. Interesting. Okay. Let me craft a Inquisitor one then.
Any more scrap metal?
Like Vendetta should be way easier to craft, right? Calamity Fortitude Gunslingers. Like this one is cheap as AF, right? Calamity Fortitude. And a Gunslingers, and then we need what? Death, Chill, and Salt. Okay. Salt and Chill. To make a Vendetta. Sure. Why is there the PoE channel in my Discord? I mean, why not? If people want to talk about PoE, they can still talk about PoE. Like, we're not racist towards like other RPGs here, right? Yo, Stan, welcome. Am I winning wrecked? I'm actually... Am I winning, guys? I don't even know. I'm kind of disappointed that I can't craft a +1 Shaman Relic right now. Sacred Channel? No. I'm not playing Sacred. I've actually never played Sacred. I mean, Sacred is a good game though, but...
Got something you need stashed?
I guess. I've never played it myself. I don't know. So much Aetherist, are you kidding me? What do I use instead of Spider? Probably Scholar's Light, right? To like save points. And then go for Lizard. Okay. Let me give you another Grim Dawn. Grimtools link rather. For level 51 here. Goodbye music. Whoops. Okay. Let's speak to the Skinner over here and crossing as well. And now let's go back to over the Arcovia, right? How about Minecraft Dungeons? I don't know, does anybody play Minecraft Dungeons?
Keep
In
your
chat?
weapon.
I know I don't, but maybe you guys do.
Come see what's left of my wares.
You played Sacred 3 with your brother, it was bad. It was dog shit rather. Yeah, this guy by the way, like, don't get hit on it. Just don't get it. Defiance, wait, what is Defiance again? Oh, it's like a weird Aether Chaos Hybrid weapon, which like nobody ever uses. Right? I mean, here how do you kill these guys? Well, you don't kill them, you just walk around, right? Like you... Camera abuse, you like turn the camera so that they don't aggro. And then you can just like walk by and... yeah. Ignore those guys, I mean... if you wanna fight them, sure, do it. But why speed leveling I would prefer not to, right? You tried it, you can't play for long. You mean Minecraft Dungeons? Yo, Terchel? Terchel? Welcome, thanks for the prime, man. Very much appreciate your support. Workman. Enjoy all of these emotes and thank you for supporting a non-partnered streamer. Thank you. Where do we put these pawns actually now? Red Gem, Greater Cat Gem? I don't know. Like, I think I kinda still like Cat Gem more. But Red Gem does fit in some situations better than Cat Gem. It's like a different beat, right? You got Rick's Associates in SR? Yeah, rest in peace. Totem. Just do it, right? Totem versus Totem, who wins? Do you love Raja? Oh, that's good. That's good then. You play main campaign with camera pointed away from Eldrick, yeah. That's a genius copy pasta. Nice. I also still forgot about this one, right, on normal, as always. Doesn't really matter too much there. Like this quest, like the anus of Oda Koviaret questline gives you kind of like no XP on normal anyway, so missing that out on normal, like missing out on that one on normal is kind of whatever. You love strawberry jam. What do you mean you don't like rat marmalade? seems good. Mogdogan's Order or Dirge of Hakoya for your pet Cavados? I mean, that heavily depends on like what you're playing. Like which kind of pet build you're playing. I mean, both are good. I mean, with Mogdogan's Order you can't go wrong, right? Like Mogdogan's Order is always good. Dirge of Arcobius I would say more situational, and like it depends on the build. Like on some builds it's very good, maybe even better than Mogdogan's Order, but like Mogdogan's Order is basically always good, right? Yo, Alex, save games at 69 hours. Yeah, like, just stop playing, right? Like, never play it again. What is that pasta? From Dawn is a great game. It has a great game. It has entertained me for more hours. But I'm running into a problem with my 8-year-old son is starting to ask if he can play the game. And perhaps a few years ago I would be all for playing a multiplayer game with him. Yet I don't believe I feel okay with him playing the game now. Why, you ask? It is because of the new fan service that has been added to the game recently. I wouldn't mind if there weren't displays of half-dressed statues, some well endowed, as I may add.
So
There's actually like so much Grim Dawn copy pasta out there. Like the guys ranting about me and Ado being added to the game. The guy saying Retail Drain Essence is garbage. I mean, all the things that happened with, what's it called, Requinix, right? It's kind of funny.
Enough of this! Die!
I think I go for Lizard over Hound here, right? That should be better. Like, I do have a healing ability, so like this will be improved by Lizard. And also, Vindicator is not really like known to have high armor, so I don't think I need to get the armor increase through Hound, right? Also, why am I walking here? Like, I don't need to walk here and just port to Twin Falls. Like, what am I doing? Copy Pasta Mania. Dude, YouTube comments are so fun as well. I just like reread one yesterday that somebody like somebody asked me in a YouTube video, like other video like half a year ago, and he was asking about, I think it was on the like how to level an Occultist video, and I think he was asking, oh yeah, like he said, can I replace Blood of Drieg, like the Blood of Drieg line, with Solar's Witchfire, right? Like I don't like pressing buttons. And then I was like, no, Solar's Witchfire is like way worse for this than Blood of Drieg. Then he was like, okay, great. Then I dumped the points into Doombolt. Like, what? Like, he didn't want to use Blood of Drieg. Instead, he wanted to use Solar, and then I tell him Solar is worse, like way worse than Blood of Drieg, and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna use Doombolt then. Like, what? That was so funny. I didn't comment any further, like, I was like, okay, just do whatever you want. That was kind of funny. And like, I mean, Doombolt is an active ability, right? You have to like press it, like, I don't know. Okay, this bee here, right, if you kill it, it has like a chance to give you a amulet called, I think, Praxis Sting. And if you get that one, you should be using it right now on this Vindicator, because it does have +1 to all skills to Inquisitor, as well as a damage modifier to your stone box, which would be insane. Unfortunately, as you could see, I didn't get it here, so we're not using it here. But I mean, I'm not actually too sad about that, because I do have still the Avarice of Andrionius, which is still like insane, and you don't even need the Ulra procs, to be honest. I mean, yeah, you can play however you want to in this game. You can even like play exclusive swap with like Reckless Power and Star Pact if you want to. Imagine naming Blood of Drake. I'm not sure, like maybe he was actually like writing Blood of Drake but meant Doombolt. But if so, then he should have like written Doombolt right in the first command and not like Blood of Drake. I don't know. We actually enter from up here, that's actually insane, okay. But I mean, it's not insane because you don't even have to go here, right? Doesn't Doombolt have lower cooldown? The green colored portion of this beginner guide is kidnapping hard to read. What are you even talking about? Like which beginner companion? The one by Ulvar or? Why did I click that? Debated. Those PoE memes as well. The PoE solo self found hardcore, by the way. Right. Okay, let's go back to Arkovia first. We hand in some quests here. Also, I probably ran out of my XP pot, right? You guys didn't remember me. Actually, never mind. You guys are smart and I'm bad. I'm like bad at this game, right? Can't even check out my own buffs. Take it back, I take it back. You guys never would not remind me of XP pots, right? Alright, let's put all these into trash because they are trash.
See you around.
And there's one more quest. Alright, what? Did I not pick it up? Or did I already hand it in? I don't know. You make me fucking sick with the hands. Yeah, that's why would you even like write that at the end of something like this, right?
Come see what's left of my wares.
Does he actually get sick from like other people playing the game how they want to? Why am I so slow? Like, I must have lost some movement speed somehow. Oh yeah, I think because of my boots, right? Yeah, because I switched over to anti-venom salve on the boots.
Come, friend, right to be.
Come, friend. Which means I probably should put some points into this, right, to increase my movement speed. Eel, what the fuck? And this one has movement speed as well. Alright, 3% less though.
Well, if it isn't, I haven't it my. Well, if it is, you see, I haven't. I came.
Oh my fucking god, I hate this guy so much.
Well, if you see, I haven't been in. I came up.
How can I help here? There we go. Finally. There you go. Lion for movement speed. Anti-venom solve on the boobs, why not? Playing a game in a way that is fun to you. Imagine that, right? Imagine. What I think is the best Warlord build to aim for endgame. Do you just want to have the best, like you don't care about fun? Then I would say try Physical Retaliation Warlord for endgame. Don't level like that though, like for leveling it's trash. But yeah, for endgame there are like several like variants of Physical Retaliation Warlords that are probably pretty broken. Such as for example the Stone Guard set version, right? I think it's called Stone Guard set. If you also don't want to have fun, then you can also, like, if you want to have even less fun, then you can also, like, level up like that, man, that's true. What the fuck? I almost died. Please. What are these hits? I'm playing a caster to, like, not get hit, right? Not to, like, get hit. Like, what am I doing? First legendary, Pog, Dawn Shard, Pauldrons. Well, if you want to play a Retaliation, like Lightning Retaliation Warder, then I guess you can play exactly... No, actually that's the other one, right? Oh, never mind. It's not even a retail weapon, like not even a retail item. How do I do it without clicking on the items? There is a button called Pickup that you can assign to whichever button you want to, right? This one over here, Pickup. I got it to like a mouse button, and if you click on that button then, right, you can like pick up an item that's close to your character without having to like mouse over it, right? You don't have to pick up these quests, right? We have learned that. Where's your article? Yeah, please link. In the process of publishing it right now. Okay, nice, nice.
Well met.
Original Zach, welcome on, thanks for the follow. Imagine spending 1k hours Grim Dawn stashing and then let somebody else pilot the build in SR. I mean, if you have like a bad computer, then what can I do, right? If you want that build to really shine, you have to like give it to somebody like, what are they called? Like Plasmadermic, right? Isn't like Plasma one of the fastest speedrunners for Crucible? I think he is. I know he's faster than Madly at least. Manticore's monk ass, right? Please, Cathy, chill down. Chill out. I should like pull the 1 point from Oakskin, right? But then again, it doesn't really matter that much. Like the overcap points in Oakskin aren't really bad either. They are worse than the points up to the soft cap, but they aren't really like super bad. So yeah, for like point efficiency though, I would probably pull it Grim tools great through Grim Dawn. Your wife says you're faster than Medley. How does she even compare? Your video is 17 seconds. Why are we watching this? What are you doing? Hello? What are you doing? Alright, zappy zap zap. Please die, Mr. Old Blood Briar. Yes, please. Fuck you, bird is better. I'm pretty sure there's like a bird for pretty much everything, right? Like you can teach parrots pretty much everything. Like there's gonna be a parrot out there somewhere that if like searching for a parrot saying a certain phrase, right? There's always gonna be like some parrot somewhere that can't say that, right? Are we playing Mr. Zappy? I don't even know what that build looks like. Or at least I don't know anymore.
Well met.
I actually knew at some point. When he like made those builds for the very first time and like showed them to me and I was like, yeah, okay, cool. So maybe also, I mean he didn't show me like all of his builds, but maybe also that one, I don't know, I don't remember. Stream all the Reckonix builds. I don't know, man, like I make my own meme builds, right? I don't need other people's meme builds, right? Alright, once I'm level 60 though, like I need to craft Eye of the Storm, right? Like I just need to, like it's way too good. The Eye of the Storm relic is like insane. For Shaman, for damage. For Lightning Shamans at least. And I had one at some point, but I guess I used it up for like you also sometimes you need it to like craft another relic, right? So I guess I use it for crafting. So I will have to craft another one. Which I'm not even sure if I can on this character, because he's probably lacking armbuds. Might have to like switch over to another character. Where's my pot, by the way? Where's my pot? Well, my pot. Yeah, loop, welcome, welcome. At least we didn't hand it quest before. Like clicking on the pot, right? Touchy builds always seemed weak to me. Yeah. I would probably agree. I mean, some of them are okay, but most of them aren't even that well optimized, to be honest. I need more move speed, right? Okay, let's go to Homestead, right? Clear the Rift Gate. And then fetch Aggro. Wait, maybe on a build like this I even want to go for Tempest, right? Not sure. Can I like not attack it? There we go. So do you agree that Madly is the best GG stasher alive?
So how good work.
I don't know. There are some others that are pretty good as well.
These are
There are some pretty good GD snatchers, right?
smart wares.
And I don't mean that as a bad thing in this case, I just mean like they like stash themselves together a build and then like test it for endgame to like see how good it is just in endgame, right? Man.
Iron well spent.
It's a thing you can do if you like that kind of gameplay, right?
I wasn't sure. I'm going to check.
Level 58 by the way, we're gonna use the other shaman build now, if I'm not mistaken.
Safe storage, no questions asked.
Yep, this one also has Vit and Chaos Rush.
Hold on to that for you.
I'll skip. The Legion is split on.
Yeah, Maddie's actually playing Hades right now, right? He's like a Hades speedrunner right now. Speedrunning Hades instead of Crucible. Why not? Hades is a good game, actually. I think it even like won the like the studio won the prize for best indie game or something like that, right? I think so. GG Snatch is good if you're an actual tester. Yo, welcome in F, man. Such a madly shell. Wow. Really now. Really now. Korrak, yes. Alright, you know, gonna put this one to Wind Devil, because it's just insane on Wind Devil. What do we put on? Oh, shit. I need to like use Word of Pain, right? Something like that. Yeah, I can't use this yet. I still need this somewhere. Like in a box, for example. Right? You never saw Madly being rude, you just saw... I mean, some of his suggestions were... I mean, the way he suggests things sometimes is... You could consider that rude. But... most of the time, he actually does give good advice. It's just like the way he presents it sometimes is... sometimes... I mean, it depends, right? Like, some people might consider it not being rude, some people would consider it being rude. I would say it's... And some of his like suggestions were kind of funny as well. Yeah. And to be honest, like, to me personally, he's never been rude either. He's only like suggested me stuff that is like that doesn't make any sense, to be honest. Like that's the only interactions I had with Medley were like him suggesting me stuff that didn't make any sense. And like him, like when he like does suggestions, it seems like he always like thinks he's like the one who figured stuff out, right? Whereas everybody else is like a dumb and doesn't know shit, right? That's like the way he suggests stuff sometimes. Like not sometimes, actually, like most of the time, I would say. Which yeah, can be pretty rude. Wait, they both got banned actually? Dutchie got banned as actually, wait, what? Did he? Wait, that's the forum drama that like you were talking about earlier? Arcanandu? Dutchie got banned yesterday? Or what? No. Wait, did he get banned right now? Wait, what are people talking about? There was another thread. Oh boy. People are getting banned left and right in the forums, I guess. One more, okay. Bitter's banned that game. I mean, I don't know about like one guy just like spamming 50 builds that are like kind of unoptimized and just like the same iteration of the same playstyle like 10 times over and over. If you would like to call that like keeping a forum alive, I don't know about that. I mean, it's better than nobody doing it, but I mean, that's true, like, yeah, of course. Like, it's, of course, also, like, fine to, like, post unoptimized stuff, of course. I'm not saying that that's, like, a bad thing, but... And then title it fastest and strongest build, yeah. Yeah, he actually stopped doing that though, like he actually did do something like that at the start, right? And then like got immediately like trash talked upon by Madley and some others, right? I mean, yeah. Like you always have to be like careful with like saying fastest, strongest, best ever and stuff like that, right? I don't know, especially when you have like a smaller sample size. I mean, by now he doesn't have like a small sample size because he like made so many builds. But back when he did it, the sample size was kind of small, right? first build posted in 2021 is the strongest one. Yeah, because the only builds that get posted count, right? All the other builds don't count. That's how it works, right? Alright, dodge the rocks, right? Don't wanna get hit by the rocks. Actually checking her stash is not even worth it, right? Yeah, Dochi got very, I mean... Last time Dochi got banned, he kinda deserved it as well, to be honest. They were just like insulting each other, including himself. So, I don't know. Yeah, that's the banning or Z. It's mostly Z. Wait, so who got banned and why today? Like, what happened? Just make a strong build. I mean, you can make whichever build you want to, just like, don't call your build like highest DPS build in the game if it's like clearly not that. What's he doing? Is he stuck? I mean, yeah, it's clickbait. It works on YouTube and Facebook, but I don't know. You will also lose credibility. I guess people on YouTube don't... I mean, most people do care. But some people don't care too much. Anyway, let's sell all the stuff, right? And level 60 means we could get... I mean, we have to get Eye of the Storm, right? We just have to get it, like, it's way too good. Movement speed is already maxed out, so we can put the points here into Stormbox, right? And now let's craft the Eye of the Storm. Which is probably gonna, like, take a while here. Desolation needs a Squall, okay, Squall. Okay, this one is not too bad. Yeah, Paulus Max, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you so much for the Prime, man. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy New Year to you, and how you doing, man? One click and melt the whole screen with a God tier build. Yeah, something like that, right? I don't know. I don't know about that. Terror. I think Terror is kind of hard to make, actually. Calamity Glacier is cheap. But then you have the... like Bloody Whetstone, which is like the most expensive part about those, right? Bloody Whetstone. We can actually do one. Okay, that's actually very good. We're kind of lucky here that I got enough materials for my stash right now. Equilibrium and Hellbanes. Okay, never mind. We can actually make it. That's not too bad. EQ and Hellbane. Right, Hellbane's ammo. Alright, we got ourselves a Eye of the Storm, which is gonna be a pretty big damage increase, I would say. On the completion we got +1 to Storm Touched and +1 to Embodied Presence, which is like this ability and this ability, so we didn't get anything basically. He's bad, man. Oh well.
Safe storage.
Not too bad.
questions asked. Keep an eye on them.
Don't forget to also activate the aura of it, right? The Stormcaller's aura here. Right? Some more deeps through that aura.
There was ice. My scouts have.
Now, who do we
There are
side
two
with, by the way? I think we're gonna go with Comet's Chosen, right?
I have come to
Yep. Did I actually use the mandate for Comet's Chosen?
Dash.
I have not, okay. Alright, let's also talk to this guy, right? Scout Marcel Lizel, and then go back to Crossing real quick, and I wanna pull the 2 points from Oak's gun, because I'm not gonna need them right now. Pew Square? Where's Pew Square? I don't see Pew Square in here. Siding with Carmen's dance game. I'm getting permanently banned for agreeing that Duchy builds always weren't that good. So the other thread, the one that got deleted, was about one guy from the forums getting banned on Titan Quest Discord for saying the N-word. Why do you even talk about that? Like, what does that have to be, like, why does that have to be on the Grim Dawn forums, right?
Stay strong. I sense turmoil within you.
Alright, how's my movement speed? It's still max, okay. Let me give you guys another grimtools here for level 61. Let's not forget about that one. I kinda have like no offensive ability, right? I just realized. Like both Inquisitor and Shaman don't give you offensive ability, right? Like I have 1.9 KDA already, but I have like still 1.4 KOA only, right? I probably need to work on that. It should be working now. There we go. Okay. I mean, I do have the A reduction on Stormbox, but yeah, still, the A kinda, like, OA it kinda sucks, I don't know why. I mean, yeah, you don't get anything here, right? Maybe I should put points to Cunning, right? Dumb question, for hard characters, do you still permanently die in Crucible? Yes, you do. Alright, so what do we want to do here in the Blood Grove? You wanna get 5 Black Legion insignias, right? You wanna kill Bolvar if you're sided with Comet's Chosen. And you wanna rescue the farmers, right? The Keikona farmers. Oh, also I forgot to... oh, wow, I forgot to actually assign something to my Widow Rat Scuffed. Yeah, like I forgot that I need to get like Word of Pain on it. Okay, next level done. It's kind of bad that you... I mean, it's very bad to not have your devotions attached to your skill. If you don't have a devotion attached to a skill, it's not gonna level with you, so you need to attach it to something, even if you don't use that skill. Yeah, I need to get like Word of Pain ASAP. Alright, where are the farmers? Butts are the root of evil. we get too butthurt about people using words. So with these arcanes, right, you want to dodge this projectile here that I almost got hit by right now. Because that one strips you from all your debuffs, I mean buffs rather. And you don't want that to happen, right? Just don't feel offended, right? I mean, it's not always that easy, but... yeah, there's a fine line between... I agree with Gruntier, actually. There's a fine line there. And depending on like which people you, like which other people you talk to, the line can be drawn... or like rather, the line should be at the same, like, in the same... how do you say that? Like, it should be like the same line all the time, but depending like which people you talk to, the line, or like they draw the line like in different places for it. Like even some people saying like, yeah, it's just a joke though, right? Like, they can say that and actually know what they're doing, and they can like say that and be like super ignorant, right? And then there's gonna, no, it's not fine. You just said it's a joke. Like it's not a, it's still not a joke, right? I don't know. Getting offended is a choice. I mean. To a certain degree. Do I have some sensitive subjects I should avoid joking about? Or that you should be avoiding to joke about? In my chat? I mean, I don't know. I don't really care that much. Let's get water pen here. And bond it to... Chaos Note as well. I know, like, as long as you can't take a joke, and you know the other guy can also take a joke, then it's like fine to joke, right? But some people just can't take jokes. It like becomes a problem when like somebody who like can't take jokes makes a joke about somebody else, and then that other somebody does a joke about him, and like he can't take the joke, right? It's like when it gets wonkas. We get another Zarias pendant here maybe, like another shot at the Zarias pendant. Let's see what we get this time here. Dude, that's like no damage. I mean, okay. Damage has to like ramp up first, right? Now it's there. Now we're like at full totem capacity. We actually got one, okay. Let's check it out. This one has +1 all skills to Shaman, right? and HP, and the road resistant, which gives me like coded lightning rests on top, right? And then cage souls is like a pet suffix, I think, which might give me the bleed rest or the slow rest. The other one, like the other one of the two, might be the implicit, right? Like part of the implicit. I don't know. Do I want to use this? If I fix my poison rest, I could, I guess, but like I need to fix my poison rest anyway, even for ultimate, right? Or can I download a 3080 Ti? Just get it, right? Just get it. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, I agree with the Illuminator on that one. Like, just if you say like it's just a joke, like that doesn't make it like not a joke. Unless you know. I mean, I don't know. Like, it depends. Like, that's why making jokes with friends is like way better to do, because you know they would understand it's actually just a joke. Unless they know you that well to like know that you're actually racist, for example. Could also be, right? Like some people, I feel like some, I don't know, like I know like one or two people who like never say that they're racist, but they do sometimes like tell jokes that they only like tell when they're like with friends, and then you're like, yeah, why do you always like tell the same jokes, right? Like, and you're saying like you're not racist, like I don't know. Like if you're like actually not racist, like some of those things that he thinks is funny, they aren't even funny to me. Like I don't know. Like it's just racist. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like sometimes racism and also like sexism hides in jokes. But like it depends on the joke and like the person telling the joke as well. I mean, racism is pretty well defined. It's sometimes like misused, but the definition of it should be like pretty clear, right? But yeah, with this guy, you shouldn't like fear any totems. I feel like you can always just run around in circles while your totems just kill everything, right? Just put down the totems. Could even like put more totems down in advance, right, before you click on the actual totem, right? And just like run around in circles then. Oh, yeah. Let's get the Seal of Binding as well, please. Yeah, that's exactly how it works, right? Son of Raga. Yeah, kinda. You like all the shocking humor? Yeah, I like some of it, but like, I don't know. Stuff gets old like quickly, you know? Like once you've heard them all, it's like, yeah, okay, cool. But like some people tend to like repeat those jokes like all the time, and it's like, yeah, like are you actually like just telling a joke, or like trying to push an agenda here, you know? Alright, we killed Keros. I think I haven't done... Actually no, I did do Panverans, never mind. So we haven't killed Master Ravok though, right? We need to go to Fort Heron and also kill Master Ravok for the Father Karma questline, right? Laugh is a meme anyway, who cares? I mean, it's the only meme you have though, like it's the only life you have, so I don't know, I wouldn't say life is a meme. Saying life is a meme, I mean, things in life are, like there are many things in life that are a meme, but life itself isn't a meme. I would disagree with that. I have lived before. Were you a, did you make GG stash builds in your last life? In your former life? Maybe not. I mean, yeah, like who knows, right? Like maybe Morpheus is right and we're all in the Matrix, right? Before you got married, you had a life. Now your life is a meme. Like now you have a meme, you don't have a life anymore. Let's go in it. Get the dynamite. Like look at this healing, right? Like even without conversion, Bat is still doing like an okay job. Because Bat also has weapon damage. And I have a lightning. Actually, this one is fire lightning. What the fuck? Why is that split fire lightning? Okay, interesting. I actually didn't know that. That actually makes our bats worse than it should have, like than it could have been. But yeah, interesting, interesting. Alright, let's go back to Homestead, hand in the quest, right? You had a life before you married, that's even better now. Well, that's good. Yo, ex-colonel,
I am told I could when the Legion was forced to I've already.
I heard about This can't.
You're here with the.
Want to buy wife. That's not how it works anymore, at least. I don't know how things are in Serbia, but outside of Serbia, as far as I know, it doesn't really work like that anymore. Did I just sell like a component as it did? Yes, what the fuck. Don't sell components, guys, unless you have like an entire stack of those and you don't need them.
Iron well.
Clearly you haven't digged into the deep web. I mean, I guess you can do that still somewhere. I mean, I know there are some like black markets and stuff like that. Like, the world is still pretty fucked. That's true. That stuff still does exist. Let's just max this out of it. And actually, once you have a cluster and you're playing hardcore, you should probably like put your cluster on the bar. Just so like in case you need a panic button, you have a panic button, right? Cluster has 75% damage absorption for 8 seconds, so that's very good. To like not die, right? Yeah, 75%. It's pretty good. Alright, there's another shrine over here. Should get... This one probably needs amber, and I probably don't have an amber again. Like every time I go here, I forget this one needs an amber, right? Yeah. Same thing every time. Monka. Yeah, why is this guy so hard hitting? Should we go back here for the amber? I mean, we could do that really quick, right?
What brings you to my
Hey Naomi, Rookman. If this wasn't of the Aether, right? If this was of Thunder instead, it would be really good. But even it being of the Aether, it's... I mean, it needs 700, rather 600 Spirit, right? I don't know. Spirit is bad, right, guys? I shouldn't pump Spirit. I mean, it actually isn't that great, so... I think I'm just using the current offhand as long as I can as Cloud Butter actually. Not sub, but we have 55k channel points. Well, congrats. You would have even more if you were a sub, right? Did you know you get more channel points when you're a sub?
Good. It's very precise.
I feel like I've been missing some stuff here, like why am I only level 65 so far? Did I miss some quests, guys? 2 hours 36 minutes in. Did I miss quests? I don't know. I mean, we're gonna get like lots of XP from like Black Sepulture, Logorian, right? So maybe we're not even missing some. Can I enter, please? Thank you. You're actually done with Grim Dawn now? You said that already like 5 times, you know that, right? It's going to Sacred 3. I mean, I had like a small downtime on the Potion of Clarity, but I did not hand any quests while being down on that, right? So that's not it. Imagine leaving Grimdog. Yeah, like just play non-set builds. Like non-set builds are even more fun than set builds, to be honest. Void Touched of the Abomination. Well, that's a pretty abomination of an item, right? It's not a good item. Just play weapon swap builds.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Yeah, blue set builds aren't bad either, actually. That's true. Oops.
Iron well spent. Iron well
Or like,
spent.
they are maybe a little bit worse than most of the purple sets, but still fun to play.
Good work.
Good work. Alright, alright, alright. Oh yeah, I wanted to actually start using Doot Doot, right? Doot 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 Doot. It's the Dooter. I'm going for Vitality build with Swarm and Two-Hander. Doesn't matter if Two-Hander hit damages Vitality also. If you wanted to deal the Vitality damage, then... I mean... Right now, if you just play the Swarm, then you're not gonna hit with your weapon, right? And Storm doesn't have weapon damage, so the damage of your weapon doesn't matter at all. Like, the weapon damage only matters if a skill has % weapon damage. If you use auto attacks in between though, then yes, it will obviously take the damage from your weapon, right? For example, if you use a just default auto attack, right, like weapon attack, or if you use savagery, right, then yes, it will use the weapon's base damage, of course. And then ideally your weapon should have vitality damage, right? But that can be kinda hard to find early game. You can, however, boost all of your skills, such as also Devouring Swarm, like all vitality skills, with % vitality damage on your weapon, right? If your weapon has % vitality damage, then it will boost Devouring Swarm, even though Devouring Swarm has no % weapon damage, right? Basically, whenever something says % damage, like % vitality damage, %, I don't know, fire damage, etc., it's gonna apply to all skills and spells. If it has, like, if it doesn't have the % in front, right, if it just has fire damage or like vitality damage, right, then that's flat damage, and that means it's weapon damage, right? That's only damage that will be added towards your skills if your skill has % weapon damage, right? Are you playing Van Helsing? I actually never played that. Is it actually a like good ARPG, or like how would you rate that compared to, say, I don't know, Torchlight 2, for example? Never played tier 2. How good is it compared to, I don't know, Last Epoch or Volsun or PoE or Grim Dawn? It's probably like a... Is it like worth playing more than one character on, or...? Tier 2 is so simple. I could also die here, like what am I doing? I think I need to actually put those 2 totems again, right? It's probably better, like safer for myself. I have 4 nodes. Where do I even put these nodes? I also have still like too many greens, right? If I just get Scholar's Light, or... Wait, what if I get Hawk and Throne, right? Oh, I don't have Elemental Storm yet. What am I doing? How do I not have Elemental Storm? Wow, okay. Okay, let's just get Quill then. Yeah, you can put things on the seal, that's true.
Come see what's
But I don't have the seal. So far.
Iron well spent.
Maybe I should get the seal though. I kinda wanna get Honk Honk though. Horn of Gandalf. Right? But maybe just like one point in the seal for now, so... An idea, right? An idea. A good idea actually. Let's put the seal here and
I sense turmoil within
I can
me.
remove the spider rat.
Stay strong.
Yeah, we can remove that node as well. And remove this node here.
Farewell.
Get the green node here.
Let me clear your mind.
Remove
of
the spider.
Safe journey.
And we get Elemental Storm Rat. How did I like not get this one? What the fuck? What am I doing? Alright, let's go back to Necropolis. I'm about to buy this game. Should I get the DCs right now? And if you like ARPGs, then especially if you like a little bit slower ones like Titan Quest or Diablo 2, right? Then yes, this game is amazing and you probably will love it. And the expansions, like the first two expansions, are just insane. Like if the, say, Complete Collection is on sale right now, then just like get the Complete Collection, right? If it's not on sale right now, you could also just buy the base game first and then like see if you like it or not, and then decide to buy the full thing, right? Like the two expansions, at least. I shouldn't use the like two-pointed seal as a defensive thing right now, right? Like a one-pointed seal right now. This is not gonna save me at all. Literally just using this to like proc the like Elemental Storm, right? Which doesn't even work that well, but oh well. It's gonna work against bosses at least, right? Where it like really matters. Just wanted to pick up the lore note, please. But like, don't start. If you decide to only buy the base game, right, of Grim Dawn, don't like play higher difficulties before buying the expansions. I would say, like, if you play through the normal difficulty and you've killed the like end boss of Act 4, then you probably liked the game enough to like play through it, right? Then you should buy the expansion right away and like continue playing the expansion on normal difficulty, instead of like continuing on in hard difficulties without expansions, in my opinion. It's gonna be more fun for you and also like lore wise. I don't know, just like a better experience overall, I would say. And even if you don't like the base game Grim Dawn that much, you can still check out, for example, the Diablo 2 mod for Grim Dawn, for example, right? Like, there's so many mods for this game. That's like the one benefit of this game, not having servers or like being an online game, right? It's like an offline, fully moddable game, so you can have fun with it as you like, right? And there's some awesome mods like the Diablo mod, for example, right? Imagine playing Grim Dawn for the lore. I mean, for an ARPG, it's not even that bad, I would say. But how am I still only level 67, right? I mean, usually I'm like level 69 after... Actually, no, it's fine. My level is fine. I mean, like, sometimes I like level 67, I mean 69 after going to Barrow Home, right? Like, that's how I used to be, like, that's the level I used to be at when I didn't do Ultimate, like the first Ultimate quest, right? Before normal. No, with the totems, and I think I skipped some more totems this one actually, that's why I'm like kind of lower level. But ever since the totems and me doing the first quest on Ultimate all the time, I should be like around level 71 before going into Ultimate, right? Or at least like 70. Van Helsing has awesome lore. Does it actually, or on your cup playing, so probably not. Start please. Thank you. Graphics are worse than LE. I was 69 at Dark Way to Citadel. Wait, what? No, that can't be right. At Darkway Gates, you mean? Like, over here? On Elite? Really? No, I don't think so. Maybe years ago, but not like... I don't think so. I always did, at least... Like, I always did Elite up to... the... what's it called? The Coven of Agdenborg, right? And I used to stop there at level 69, like at the Coven, so... So what's my camp area? There we go. I mean, League is different though, like, League is totally different. Like, League was different. Like, in the League I did more stuff because I didn't have, like, all the items front. Like, sure, you had XP pots in the Ogre set, but you didn't have, like, stuff like, Leg Plates of Valor, right? So I couldn't skip as much in the League. But yeah, you're actually right, in the League I was level 69 here, I mean in the Darkway Gate when I died. That's true, but I did also like take it slower in the League than outside of the League. Can we actually go through here? We can, right? Yeah, nice. RPG lore, demons, Cthulhu monsters with squid faces, cult followers, cannibals, done. I mean, yeah. You're not wrong. Van Helsing is like a meme lore game, it doesn't take itself too serious. The game is older than LE. I mean, yeah, it's way older than LE. Is it older than Grim Dawn actually, or not? Always going here, by the way. Like, I've been playing, I don't know, this game for almost 4k hours and I'm still going there every time I go here into this sort of log area. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what? Every single time. Widow Pain's main attack? No, Widow Pain is just actually just a one pointer. Main attacks are Totem and Wind Devil right now. And also Stormbox to a certain degree. It's a lightning caster, like an electrocute caster, basically. Widow Pain only exists right now to proc, like a devotion. Otherwise I wouldn't even use it right now. Like, I have it bound to Arcane Bomb, right? Despite my actually Taika Wall, like I feel like the damage of this build right now is not even that good. Because I don't have as many skill bonuses into my main abilities like Window and Totems as I sometimes do on other speed leveling characters, right? That's still fine actually, no, it's still fine, never mind. Totems just need to like ramp up, right? And then they are pretty good in damage. Alright, he's dead. Yeah, that's true, Karl. I do suggest people, if they want to like start out leveling with Inquisitor, I always suggest people to like play Word of Pain. It's probably like the best ability for early game leveling. Even for mid game it can be okay, and sometimes with like the right gear you can even like put it all the way to 94, right? Push it all the way to 94. The Flashing Thunder gives you a headache. Oh yeah, then you probably shouldn't play a Shaman, right? If you get a headache from that, then no.
I struggle to admit. You see the Luminaria.
It's probably not your thing.
Excuse me, my father.
But you're probably like the first guy that gets a headache from lightning effects rather than me turning the camera, right? Sorry about that.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
By the way, do I switch over to Arcana Weave Girdle instead of the legendary one that I'm using right now? Like Arcana Weave is pretty good as well, right? Would be another like +1 all skills to Inquisitor. Can you turn it more, please? Alright, this one is probably better actually. Like I don't care about the Aether to Lightning conversion right now, except for like the one in Arcane Bomb, but I mean, who cares, right? I would lose Vitality Res, gain PS Res. I mean, I don't really need either, but this would also trade OA for HP. I mean, I have like 0 OA, right? I do need the OA right now, still. Probably not happening. Monster flashing on hit. You can just disable that. Like, I think there's an option, you can just like press disable flashing, and that's gonna be disabled. I'm not sure, but I think you can. This item set for Pet Conjurer, go. Beast Caller. Or Bismiel. Both are like pretty broken, I would say. Yeah, I think there should be an option. I think I don't have that active. But I think by default it is active, yes. Maybe I just ignored already though. Like maybe there is no option, but I think there is an option. Yeah, the ring and the trinkets. That's the Bismuth set, and the Beast Caller is like the 4-piece. Like helmet, chest, shoulder, and medal or something like that, right? I mean, even with Bismuth set, right, if you like play full Bismuth set, you probably still want to like combine that with like 3-piece Beast Caller, right? Especially the Beast Caller Helm is just like insanely strong, right? The active is like, I don't know, steroids for your pets, right? Just play colorblind mode in Grim Dawn. Oh. Does that reduce the effect on lightning effects, eh? Interesting. I didn't know that. Alright, keep Burwitch. I didn't really keep that much. Let's go to Crossing and actually save the guy, right? And like save the dad. And do the shrine.
Please.
I'm like a little bit too slow, right? I kinda don't want to use another pot. But I'm probably gonna run out of the spot before handing, like before all like doing all the quests that I want to do here, right? It's kind of suck, but oh well. He's getting healed. Wow. Alright, let's do this shrine here. You didn't even know colorblind mode exists in this game. But really. I wonder if I can actually like somehow get the entire Tempest as well. That would be insane. And I proc Tempest with Horn of Gander, right? Oh wait, no, Tempest is like on crit. Shit. We can't proc that with Horn of Gander then. Oh man, I don't wanna... I could proc it with Word of Pain maybe. I'm not sure. Time to sleep. Wait, already? What the fuck? I mean, if you're leaving, then yeah, good luck, good night. Yeah, it's kind of early for sleeping and kind of late for your power nap, right? And I mean, gyms are still closed. Like, what are you? Why are you sleeping? Monka ass. XP pot ran out, right? Oh well. Oh, I forgot, crabs are like super lightning resistant, right? They actually are very lightning resistant. Alright, we got the Heart of Caraxes. 1 man spam, toxic loser. At least I'm not Adios Ocelot.
If you all work right, I can't.
We were awake the entire night. Oh, I mean, okay. Makes sense then. Yeah, Naomi actually works in a gym, but like gyms are closed like the entire year basically. So, like they haven't closed the entire last year, right? So, yeah. What to do? We're gonna do like 1 or 2 quests here actually, I think. Since I did use another like XP pot and I'm not level 71 yet. So Angela Merte already said at least 2 more weeks. I don't even follow her anymore, to be honest. Like, I have no idea what's going on. I just know, like, ever since Corona started, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like sit here until it's all over. I did go outside in the summer a little bit though, like the summer wasn't too bad here. But other than that, it's just like, yeah, just gonna be a cellar dweller, right? Even though I don't even live in a cellar, but I get the idea. Just give me knives, just give me mice and Grim Dawn. Oh my god, yeah. Please, don't make me die, good chat. That was actually... I'm surprised I didn't die there. I actually did manage to press the cluster and... Okay. That was close. And this is the beauty of local set leveling, right? This is the beauty of local set leveling. Get those like random... adrenaline rush moments, right? It would be depressed if you had to stay home all the night. I mean, all day. I mean, I do go outside to like, I don't know, get like a quick jog or something like that, but I don't really like, or like to buy groceries, right? Stuff like that. Other than that, I mean, just play some video games, right? I mean, I'm still studying, so I can also like study from home. It's a little bit fucked up, but it's still better than some other, like being in some other situations, I guess. Oh my god, leaf mains are gonna kill me as well. Can feel it. Yep. Just don't get hit, right? Rule number 1, guys, rule number 1, don't get hit. And maybe also like dude, right? Use the duder. Where do we even put this now? I might wanna dude instead of word of pain. But then I need to put this to the dude, right? What's the proc chance on this? It's probably garbage. 100% chance to proc. Okay, that's actually not garbage. It's only gonna be like against one enemy, right? Yeah, for ultimate we need to like max out the dude to like reduce enemy damage and also like max out the seal. So that we can stand inside a seal if we want to, right? Yeah, that cluster was super clutch. Like I didn't even watch the screen like the entirety of me like dropping low. I just like saw me at like 1k at some point. Like, holy shit, into cluster. Oh my god, why can't I like go here? Please. Thank you. Did I get the basilisk bile yet? Not really. Hopefully I'm gonna get it here though. From these basilisks over here. Ah, there it is. Why did like my giant not... I mean, it's active, right? Weird. 700 HP. Missed doctoring. Oh yeah, I did actually. I will... I'm finished in a sec here with this part 1, right? If I don't die. And then we can check out your build. $700 HP or so. Goes outside to take a dump. Wait, are you doing that? I mean, yeah, like go for a hike is also pretty good, yeah. I do enjoy that as well. Go for like a quick hike or like a long hike on the weekend. Just like clear the mind. Go to the mountains, like do some hiking or like just hike outside of your door. Right? It's pretty good.
I can't open this.
I am so...
Of course I can open that. What are you saying? What are you saying? Seed Raker Pala.
You've returned.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, right? It's
the
not
altar of Ratosh is a rare place
not like
in
super
Cairn,
fast, obviously,
where
but I
one
mean, who cares about that, right?
And now the altar of now that you ever since the deep beneath.
I kind of wanted to try that build as well when I saw it, honestly. Like, did I just put a point in conning? Well, don't do that. Whoops, big whoopsie. Alright, I could do like one more quest if I wanted to, right? Tomb of Korwak. Oh, it's a quick one, right? It's a very quick one. Just looking for Octavius builds, and this one is cool. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's a pretty cool one. Wait, was it Paladin or Tactician? It's a Paladin, right? Yeah. Okay. I've actually not played a single like Eggs of Menhir build so far. I've played the skill, but I haven't really. I mean, I guess I have played it on my Retail Archon, right? That one did use the shield as well as like an additional skill. Well, did I just miss a seal? Please don't miss seals. Aegis of Menhir. Aegis. Aegis of Menhir. I played the Hyrian build. Oh yeah, true, I played the Hyrian build, that was Aegis of Menhir, and I played the Retail Archon, right, which was also like Grasping Vines and Aegis of Menhir, right? I mean, we have done the quest. We can kill some additional guys here if you feel like you want more, like Chthonian Seeds of Binding, right? Wait, did I play it 3 times even? Wait, what was the third one? I played Archon, I played the Hyrian, what was it, Templar? What else? Like the Templar that would have been better as a Paladin, right? What was the third one? Alright, I think we're done here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this 1-2-71 speed leveling in 3 hours and 12 minutes. And we're gonna speed level this guy up to 94 next episode in Ultimate. And hopefully like do this in below 6 hours. Should be possible, I guess, on a Vindicator, like easily possible. But yeah, thanks so much everybody for watching on YouTube as well, and I'll see you around on the next one.